welcome back to the channel. I wanted to fill you guys in on my trip to Bakersfield. So over Easter weekend, I actually spent it over in Bakersfield for Aryan's dad's birthday, which was a lot of fun. And we were out there because their family friend owns a pistachio farm. Their family is always going there and telling me how much fun it is to just get out there, pick fruit, spend the day away from LA, and really just have a moment of silence out there. And I originally wanted to film myself packing for this trip because I've never spent the weekend on a farm and I don't really know how to dress for it because I just have city girl summer beach clothing attire, nothing really farm-esque. But I waited so long to pack. I ended up packing 1 hour before we actually headed out. So we're basically doing an unpacking video and I want to share with you guys really everything that I did at the barn because it was such a nice trip. We did yoga there, we did a sound bath, there was a lot of dancing. Persians love to dance. On top of that, we were picking so much fruit. So aside from the pistachios, I learned that there's pomegranates, there's pomelos, blackberry trees, lemon trees, Buddha hand trees, tangerine trees, orange trees, pistachios too, acres and acres of pistachios. There were also farm animals. So there were peacocks. One peacock was going off with its tail feathers, and a ton of chickens, also a little baby goat that was just born on the farm not too long ago. There used to be a donkey apparently. I did not see the donkey, so I don't know how true that was. Okay, let's jump into the unpacking. So I was using Aryan's Patagonia jacket, which is actually so cute on, because it was kind of cold. I put his jacket on top of my own Patagonia jacket, but this is what I wore. I actually really liked wearing his more because of how easy it was to put on and off, but together you're invincible to the cold. What I also brought, and that are also so wrinkly right now, are my brown aloe pants. So these have zippers on the side. You can also make it more of a flare or straight leg type of pant leg. I also brought my Tina cargo pants. I ended up not actually wearing them. Usually just my chest area will be, but my legs not so much. So I actually did not wear that the entire time. Instead, what I wore were my Lululemon black leggings. They're pretty big on me now. They kept falling off, which was really hard to wear because we're picking oranges. They are essentially workout pants, so even though you do get them wet, you will have them dry pretty quickly. I also brought this velour aloe button shirt. A few more things that I brought that are dirty, so I'm sorry about how they look. I have this black aloe top. Love how you do get some of your shoulder covered. It has this really cute sweetheart neckline. There was a jacuzzi and a pool too, so I did bring my favorite bathing suit, which is the pink top with the pink bottoms. Lastly, I had a beanie. I love this beanie. So that's literally all I brought in terms of clothing. I also packed really lightly for my toiletry items because again, it was for a day. First thing, my electric toothbrush. I need this thing. It is the bread and butter to this gorgeous smile. I don't have the toothpaste here. I just use a Colgate whitening one. When it comes to skincare, for my nighttime routine, this is my travel cleanser. Inside, I put the La Roche-Posay cleanser. So I'll just add a photo here for you guys to look at it. And then I put on Alpha Arbutin 2% by The Ordinary. I go in with retinol serum. This is by the Inky. Lastly, before moisturizer, I'll put on the Oxalic Acid by The Ordinary. For moisturizer, to keep myself not dry, I use CeraVe. This is a travel size, but they do sell this in a much bigger size. I actually kept this around me the entire time I was there because my hands kept drying up so much. This is great for all over the body as well, and I do wish I had the bigger size. I associate this one with my face because of the size, but if I had the larger one, then I would actually have one just for the body. That's something I need to gift myself later. Also, we'll put serum on my hair. This is multi-peptid serum for hair density. In the morning, basically all the same, except I replaced the retinol because you shouldn't be wearing retinol in the AM. I use a vitamin C. I got it from Korea. Well, it's a Korean brand. And I'll just post a photo here of what it looks like. Also SPF, that is something else I add. This is the PCA Skin, and I do like this. It kind of has a white cast for a bit, but that's only for like a minute. I use this because Aryan's aunt, who is, I believe she's a dermatologist or a facialist, she just gives us a lot of these, and it's a really great travel size. For makeup, I went very minimal, and then I came there and realized I probably should have worn makeup. I felt like I kind of did not look as put together. That's okay though. I went minimal by CC cream by IT Cosmetics, and then I use glow screen. For the glow screen, I am in the golden hour, and for the IT Cosmetic, well, I have two of them. This is one that I usually wear all the time. I don't know what color this is. Oh, it expired. Awkward. I also have eyebrow pencils. This one I got at TJ Maxx. It has no brand, but then I use the NYX in a taupe color. And then for eyes, as always, I have my black eyeliner. This is waterproof by NYX. And then I have my Maybelline in brown for my wing. And I brought this age rewinder stick. I am in 150 neutralizer. So we spend the day fruit picking immediately when we get there. The next morning, we wake up, we have breakfast with eggs that were laid by the chickens. So like we wake up, we go to the little hen house where the chickens are, we pick up the eggs. We've already collected like 6 eggs the day before. The eggs are actually so good. So we have breakfast in the morning with the eggs, and then we go out and we start riding. It's called a John Deere, or at least that's what Aryan calls it. And you can drive through all the trees of pistachios and oranges and tangerines, and we just start picking them. Like, we are getting bundles and bundles. Like, it's just like the farmer's market elevated. It was interesting too because I was learning how to pick an orange. You don't want the skin to peel as you're taking it off the vine. You want to make sure that you're snapping it from the vine so that it's still closed. But I kept picking them to where the skin was peeling off. You don't see oranges in the grocery store with the peel looking like this because it causes the orange to have a shorter shelf life because it just provides access to bacteria. And I filled a whole bag with that. You technically can't sell them. So I would just like not be able to work as a farmer as I thought. But the fruit lover in me is just really enjoying the whole process of gathering fruit, picking it straight from the vine, and then being able to peel it on the spot and eat it. I guess let me show you the rest of the fruit that I got. I'm not gonna bring all of them over to my living room because there are so many piles of them. These are the size of the lemons. Even when you cut into them, there's not that much skin, which is amazing. I used the zest last night to make, what did I make? Oh, I did lemon parsley type of drizzle on mahi mahi last night. Then, this is the Buddha's hand. I've seen this before. I feel like it's an exotic fruit because I've seen it in the Asian market before. I actually thought I've eaten this. We opened it when we were picking it. Also, this is like a small one. When we were picking it, we opened it up. It has a crunchy texture to it. Think of like a radish with a very faint taste. I just thought that you cook with it. Like that's how you enjoy it. But then I was told that it's actually part of the lemon family. So you could zest, and that's its main use, which is crazy though because there's just so much to this. Also, I got a pomelo. Well, I got 20. This is just one of the 20. We donated a lot. We gave so many away. Like I was just going crazy. Aryan and I were just going around picking a bunch of fruit, and we were loading the John Deere many times throughout the day. Other than that, these were the tangerines. The oranges, they look, you know, pretty much the same. I've been snacking on them for like the entire workday. We were also juicing the oranges there. After we had done the fruit picking on Sunday, we then came back and did a yoga session. Their family friend who used to work in healthcare started practicing and teaching yoga. He did an amazing job just leading us all through it. And then he asked my boyfriend to jump in and start leading the yoga class, which I thought was really fun. And every family member was doing it with us, the old and young. It felt like a retreat, honestly. I felt like I was on a meditative retreat. And then on Sunday, we fed the goats using a lot of scraps from the food that we were making the night before. Apparently goats don't like oranges, but they love greens. So we had a lot of chives, cilantro, mint. That's very big when it comes to eating. It's called sangak, the bread, in Persian culture. We had leftover of that, and they went for the greens other than the oranges, which was a bummer because I was just making them so many orange peels to enjoy. And then we went over to the chickens. These animals do not like citrus, apparently. At the end of the day, it was just being used for compost, which was really cool to see too. Watching the process of your food get composted into reusable dirt. Then we would go back every once in a while throughout the day back to the chicken coop, and you basically walk in and there's like little doors that you can open. It's where the hens sit to lay their eggs, and then they can leave the little nest area and then roam freely outside. And when you open the door, sometimes you would accidentally open to a chicken. It's like you're literally encroaching on their privacy. It's like I opened one and there was a chicken just laying an egg. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I did not mean to scare you that way. I will come back later. We got a lot of different eggs of all different sizes. They were all in different colors too. White, blue, and brown. I cannot wait to actually go back to the farm. It was so much fun, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and to comment below on what other videos you guys would want to see, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!